So in question 2, we're asked to determine the equation of a linear graph with a gradient of -2 that passes through 1, 1. And the hint here is to use your calculator. We could do this two ways. The first thing we need to know that is y equals mx plus c. The gradient is -2. So straight away we know that the equation is going to be -2x plus c. But that's what we know straight away. What we can actually do is sub in x and y straight into this equation here. All right, so it becomes 1 equals -2 times 1 plus c. From here, we can actually just go solve for c. And if I put that into the calculator, we would go 1 equals, so solve 1 equals -2 times 1 plus c, comma c, and we'll work out that c is 3. Going back here, we go, so if c equals 3, in our equation we would go y equals -2x plus 3, and that would be our answer because we were asked to determine the equation of a linear graph. Now that was the first way that we could have worked this out. The second way we could have worked this out is to use the graphing section on our calculator. Remembering the gradient was -2 and it passed through 1, 1. So if I start a new graph page, what I would need to do is insert a couple of points. If I insert a point here and let's say a point here, escape out of that, I then need to bring up the coordinates. So I go to actions, coordinates and equations, have one there and I'll have one there. From there I escape out of it and I'll change one of these to 1, 1, and then I need to realize that in order for the gradient to be -2, well that would mean, I might show this, for the gradient to be -2, that would be the rise over the run being -2 over 1. So -2 over 1 on a graph would mean that we're going down 2 and across 1 in that fashion. All right, so down 2 across 1 when we go rise, run, because it's a negative, it's going down. So that would mean that if I'm going down 2 on the y column, it would be -1 because I was at 1 and I went down. And when I'm running across the x column, I'm actually going to 2. All right, so I've risen, or I've gone down 2 and I've gone across 1, the rise over the run. From here, I join it with a line, 1, 2, hit escape, and then I bring up its coordinate and equation, which is here, and I see that y equals -2x plus 3, which is what we had initially. Now you might think that's going to take a bit of time in an exam, but the thing that you need to remember is that you can have this already loaded on your calculator, and the only thing you'll need to do is change the coordinates and everything will already appear. And we'll prove that by doing the next question. The next question says that determine the equation of a line which passes through 2, 8 and 1, 4. Well, this is going to be really easy for us because we've already displayed a similar thing on our calculator. So 2, 8 and 1, 4. Let's change this one to 1, 4, and let's change this one to 2, 8. Oh, where's it gone? It's gone out of screen. So I'll go to menu, zoom, zoom out. Let's zoom out with where the magnifying glass is in the center. Hit escape out of there and you'll see the points, and you see the equation is y equals 4x. when I go back to here, I can see straight away that the equation is y equals 4x. And that question, you can see, was really easy and really quick to do because we already had that type of question saved in our calculators.